night comes alive. MaxSpeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, the crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Shafts alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxSpeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxSpeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxSpeedTV sent you. Engines roar, the night comes alive. MaxSpeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, the crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Shafts alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxSpeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxSpeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxSpeedTV sent you. Engines roar, the night comes alive. MaxSpeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, the crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Shafts alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxSpeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxSpeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxSpeedTV sent you. Engines roar, the night comes alive. MaxSpeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, the crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Shafts alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxSpeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxSpeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son.
new Chevy? Chevyland stands apart from the competition. Explore over 12 acres and more than 260 vehicles with truckloads of savings, like $10,000 off select new 2026 Silverado 1500s, 1.9% financing on Blazer and Silverado, plus the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months complimentary maintenance. That's peace of mind, only at Chevyland. And that's why we're #1 in North Louisiana. Come see the difference for yourself at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
Round number 9 is upon us. How is everybody doing tonight? The TNT OP87 Series Season 1, the 131 Retro Radio 175 here tonight at Daytona. It will be a night race, so the track should not be, well, as hot as it is right now. Tonight's race sponsored by Steve Hoppitt, so a big shout out to Mr. Hoppitt out there for sponsoring tonight's race. Of course, if y'all are new, it is me, Joshua Medlock, on the mic for you all tonight. Now our pre-race analytics. Well, right now, a track temp showing about 87, so we should be running in the upper 70s, low to mid 80s. On the track here tonight once they get going. So right now it's 87 degrees, not too bad. Shouldn't have any type of slick conditions. It might get a little tight out there here in traffic tonight. I've been, listening to these guys out there on the racetrack. So we'll see how it all plays out. Now it is 70 lap race, 175 miles, a total of 5 sets of tires. That does include the set they start with. And 44% fuel load tonight. That's still going to put it at about 13 to 18 laps, maybe 19 at the most. But we'll shoot 15 to 17. We'll see probably a lot of them come down 15 to 17 laps into the run, depending on cautions, of course, and how late that yellow comes out. If it comes out late in the run, everybody will come down. If it comes out early in the run, we may see a few drivers stay out for track position and to kind of see what they can do, you know, to get on a different strategy than everybody else. Now, you look at the pit road speed here of 60 miles an hour and a pace speed of 70, and these guys are going to be doing about 210, 212 roughly. So they've got to go from roughly 205 miles an hour or so down to 60 for, you know, pit road speed, or, well, we'll see some black flags that given out here tonight. I've been seeing quite a bit here in practice, but it is practice. These guys are going to be, you know, probably getting it under control but the closer we get into race time. Now, we're going to jump into the points here real quick because, you know, we are getting down to one race left in the regular season, and that will happen next week. And you know, this is our point standings as of right now on the left, and the chase on the right. Now, I don't know if it's a win you're in or you have to get in on points. From the looks of it, is you have to get in on points, and there's that cutoff line right there with Wise and Lori. Lori 12 behind Wise. Wise right now still in the top 16, so he needs a good solid performance tonight and one next week. And if Lori has two very good ones, you know, tonight and next week, and, you know, Wise doesn't have the best of, you know, races, then, you know, Lori would capitalize. You know, same for Winningham, Guerrero, and Johnson. You know, weirder things have happened, and, you know, it probably won't be a surprise. We're going to see a shakeup, of course, going into next week. We've got about 19 racers tonight, so it should be a pretty good turnout here this evening, but we'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, 70 laps, one fast repair, and, of course, 2 GWC attempts if we need to use those. But we are going to step aside here and play the national anthem. Now, this national anthem was made by our good friend and moderator out there and behind the music, Eric W. out there in chat. I was able to get it loaded in and working properly, so we're not going to be doing the Madison Rising one here tonight. So, folks, the national anthem provided by Eric.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
All right, national anthem provided by Eric out there. So big shout out to Eric on providing that. A little bit shorter than the Madison Rising one that we're all used to for sure, but nevertheless, we're going to be able to catch up on the on qualifying here. Let's go ahead and get our qualifying times and driver bar up here. It looks like Bob DeJersey, Adam Kilday's rolling out. Brett Elmore, Matthias, Brian Elmore, Eric Laurie's rolling out. Shall Not also rolling out here. That is Rick Sanchez, Harold Rothery, Scott Wise, Gabe Butler is not out there right now. Larry Johnson, Hunter Reynolds, and James Stats all out on the racetrack. So it looks like my brother showed up. Looks like Randy, my buddy Randy's out there. Braden, Eric, Belva, Dana. Like we've got about 13 people out there tuning in. I also seen Ron Walters out in chat here tonight. Glad to see old Ron out there. Waiting on the qualifying laps here. They do only get one lap. And right now, Brent Elmore, whoa, Matthias going to the top spot here. Next week, Talladega will be the final race of the regular season. Of course, they've got to get through tonight. Looks like Bob DeJersey going to the top. Hunter Riddles P2, Shall Not P3. And times are rolling in now, so a lot more drivers out there on the track. Charles Sanchez also out there in the 509. Nicholas Wing, Bobby Wetzel. There is Gabe Butler right there in the 88. And Dwayne Corbett in the Hooters 9 car. Should be a good race, I think. Right now, Bob DeJersey holding on to the top spot. Anthony English up in 4th and has destroyed the 44 car. A good thing it is just qualifying. Everett out there in chat. How you doing, Everett? Yeah, you have got to get up to speed as quickly as you can with only one lap to do it. Dwayne Corbett with the 44.056. That's going to put him up in 7th. Coming down to the final 45 seconds. It doesn't look like Bubba Winningham is going to come out and qualify here. He might go ahead and just start in the back. Well, Everett, I'm doing all right. I'm hanging out. All right. Well, Bob DeJersey is going to grab the pole. Nobody else is going to be able to beat him off of that. Now, he is not in Discord, so I will not be able to talk to him. I do not even see... Oh, there he is. We'll go ahead and get Hunter Reynolds down here and talk to Hunter real quick. He qualified P2 here. So, Hunter... Hunter, I know you qualified.
Hey.
I know you qualified P2 down there. Bob DeJersey's not in here, so we're just gonna yak at you a minute, man. So P2 gonna start up toward the front. You know, 9th race of the season. Not racing tonight, so the track's gonna be cooler. How you feeling out there?
Well, I mean, I got my work cut out for me. These boys, I heard they've been putting a whooping on them over here, which me too for a couple races. So, and I'm gonna try to get after Bob tonight. He's fast, so it's gonna take some work.
Yeah. Well, there's you know 19 drivers out here, so there's Bob and then 18 other drivers out here. Bob is quick and he knows how to play the field really well. So, do you think he's just going to be trying to find some drivers to work with? Kind of like you've got teammates out there. You're going to try to get hooked up with your teammates and see if y'all can make something happen?
Well, I really didn't think about that till now, but I mean, now that you mention it, that's a great strategy actually. So probably should play that in. Yeah, we might be looking for that tonight.
Yeah, you might want to think of something here, Hunter. So good luck down there. Everybody's gridding up, so we're going to let you get to it. Good luck tonight, Hunter.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, maybe I'm giving out too much strategy out there here tonight already, and yeah, that was not intentional. So, but we're gonna go ahead and get them on the grid here, and our MaxSpeedTV starting grid, of course. Bob DeJersey grabbing the pole, 43.879. That's quick enough for the top spot. That's going to put him up on pole. Hunter Reynolds there on the outside of him in the Reynolds wrap, 26. Larry Johnson in third. Anthony English in fourth. I think that's like 9 weeks in a row Anthony English has qualified fourth in the 44. So maybe he just needs to just put himself in fourth and be done with it. Just throwing that out there. Bobby Wetzel in fifth. Gabe Butler qualifying sixth. Dwayne Corbett seventh. Rick Sanchez in eighth. Matthias Swank ninth and Adam Kilday 10th. Scott Wise 11th. Nicholas Wing 12th. Brent Elmore 13th. Brian Elmore 14th. So we got the Elmore family right there together. James Stats 15th. Harold Rothery 16th. Eric Laurie 17th. Charles Sanchez in 18th. And Bubba Winningham doesn't show him grid here. I don't know if he's going to start or not, but he is 19th if he does start on pit road. So, right, Everett? That's what it sounds like. I totally agree. It'll be a good race, I think. We'll go ahead and take a look at our track temp right now of 79 degrees. So, still looking at a cool track temp out there here this evening. I don't think it's going to get much warmer. We'll see the lights come on the track. If they're not already on, they'll be coming on here before too long. 70 laps out here tonight. Again, a big shout out to Steve Hoppitt out there and able to race at the moment. But hopefully we'll be able to see Steve back on the racetrack here pretty soon. So, Steve, if you're out there tuning in, man, we appreciate you sponsoring tonight's race. And hopefully you can get back out there on the racing surface here pretty soon. Pace car will dive down to the safety of pit road here in just a second. And then into that start zone for the first time here tonight. Here we go, folks. Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing here tonight at Daytona. Coming out of turn number 2, Hunter has got the edge on the jersey. And it looks like Anthony English is going to go to the outside. Is Hunter going to stay on the outside and pull the 44 with him? It looks like Hunter is going to get a good run out there and get a little bit of distance between them, but it's not going to stay that way here as they are in the draft still yet. He's going to drop it in front of Bob Jersey, and Hunter Reynolds is going to lead the first lap here tonight with now 69 more laps to go. Already seeing some single file toward the back here. Eric Laurie, Harold Rothery, Brian Elmore, and Charles Sanchez. But still got that side-by-side to brew it up here. Adam Kildare, Larry Johnson, Shalnot, Gabe Butler, Anthony English. Right there on the outside up into third now. So already up a spot. We'll stay on that number 5 here for a moment. And to the line we come. And I think Hunter barely edged out Anthony English there at about 4/1000ths of a second, or 4/100ths of a second, something like that. I know it was close. Looks like Captain Man Whatever out there. I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Anthony English there. Now up at the front. Miles an hour. Looks like 214 for Larry, 215 for Larry Johnson. So they are putting about 210, 215 miles an hour. The 14? That would be Brian Elmore back here. Probably is. I don't know. I'm not really too much on the paints here. I don't keep up with it. All I know is what they're running. Jody Shawn out there, high from a cruise ship. So it looks like somebody else out on a cruise. I know Brayton said he was also on a cruise. Anthony led a lap. Now he's starting to fall back a little bit. Trying to pick up maybe Rick here, the number 5. Hunter Reynolds trying to hold off Bob Jersey. Bob, he just, you know, works with whoever. Belva, appreciate that. Amber, you got that right. Getting single file now. As Anthony English starting to fall back a little bit further here. Single file up toward the front. Not a whole lot going on now. These guys working to get some of these laps wound down. I mean, 70 laps is not a lot. As the 44 drops it in front of the 09, I should say, of Bobby Wetzel. Remember, we've got 2 9s out here. We've got the actual 9 of Dwayne Corbett and the 09 9 of Bobby Wetzel. James Stats up to about the 11th, 12th spot. Nicholas Wing running about that 11th position in that throwback Coca-Cola. Right, yeah, the gas prices just keep going up. Watching the 64 here, Larry Johnson. He is caught now on the outside by himself. Hitting lap number 8. Just completed the 7th lap here. Now, remember, pit stop somewhere between 13 and 18 laps. That window will open at about lap 13. Not necessarily they will come down then, but that is when that window will open. Now, I will give everybody out there Who is leading right now is Hunter Reynolds of the 26. I will give everybody a heads up. If I go quiet all of a sudden, then I have stepped away. My truck is being worked on as we speak, so the guy up the street, when he gets done with it, he's going to let me know so I can pay him his money for fixing it. So if I step away, I do apologize. We will, of course, keep it upon one of the drivers, and if something happens, we'll try to go back and take a look at it. But I'm getting a fuel pump put in my truck, so gonna finally get that thing back up and running after forever. But speaking of running, these guys are still running around the racetrack. Watching Dwayne Corbett here, right there with the 64. Side by side, trying to steal some side draft. That is the thing about this car and this track, is you can definitely get some side draft off of one another, and that's what that 9 is trying to do. And somebody lost a bumper. Oh no, what happened to Bobby Whitson? He lost a bumper. He does not have a bumper, folks. I don't know if I can go back and find out what happened to him here, but let's see here real quick. We'll try to fast forward it a little bit. It looks like they were coming on the front stretch, and it looks like maybe right there, possibly. Yeah, right there is where it was at. No yellow. They stay green. We get back up front here and live. He did lose several positions, went back to 8th, but he's still running strong. Remember, they do have that fast repair, but I don't think he's going to need it for that. I think he will be okay, but that is what happened. But Jody, I appreciate it. If you haven't already hit the like button out there, please do so. We've got 17 of you out there tuning in right now on 5 lots. He ought to be faster without a bumper. Well, you would think, but that's not always necessarily the case. Looks like he's making pretty good work, but he does have Matthias Swank behind him with a 66. Everybody single file, 12 laps into this run here. Window's going to open here for the first round of pit stops. At about this time, Bob to Jersey now up front. He's led a couple of laps. Hunter Reynolds there behind him now. Gabe Butler. Gabe started in 6th. He's already up into 3rd. We've seen these guys already kind of make some moves at the start of the race to get up toward the front, and that's exactly kind of what happened. Rick Sanchez from 8th to 5th. He's running pretty strong right now. I know Belva's out there probably saying, don't say his name. Well, too late. Already did. I mean, we could call him Shall Not, but, right now, he's not Shall Not here tonight. And speaking of that, Shall Not, Rick Sanchez, won Saturday night in the OP Unlimited series. So everybody, a big shout out to Rick Sanchez for winning Saturday. The race I missed, he wins. So, yeah, gotta shoot myself in the foot over that one. But, awesome win by Rick on that one. And yes, I will be. I'm not sure exactly when, but yes, I will be getting married. And yellow's out. Brent Elmore involved in this. Oh no! Looks like the 31 of Scott Wise as well. What happened to Scott? Did Scott just lose it? See here if we can get a chase view of something of what happened. Oh, Scott's all over the place. Maybe he was trying to come down. No, he wasn't. So it looks like he got too far, hit the wall, bounces down, cuts some grass, comes back out onto the track, still doesn't have it under control, and then right in front of the 11. of Brent Elmore. So let's get on Brent Elmore's point of view here, and we'll ride along here with Brent. Now, Brent just had nowhere to go, and right there, Brent goes for a ride in 3/4 and a half, and oh no, so that is exactly what happened. Scott loses control and right up on the racetrack. Man. Well, unfortunately, I believe Scott's probably going to have to, he's got a black flag here, and Brent has used his fast repair already. Oh, first yellow here. Yeah, that was a ride, Critical. You got that right. Belva says, I'm dizzy. Yeah, I would be too. All right, Bob to Jersey, going to bring them all down pit road. No surprise, because they were within the window of coming down pit road, so. Now, Brent Elmore was already back on the track. Used his fast repair, and he's back on the track, so he will not have to come back down. Now, unfortunately, he did have to use that fast repair, so he's not going to have it. No, he's going to lose it coming into the pits. And he is going to have a black flag for an unsafe pit, possibly speeding. I don't think he was speeding. I think it's an unsafe pit because he went sideways. But that hurts. That is definitely going to hurt. Black flag, yep. Yep, Jody, I will be. I will be. At some point, but we haven't set a date yet. But I am engaged, yes. All right, so it looks like off of pit road first is going to be Shall Not, then Wing, Kilday, Swank, Jersey, Butler, Reynolds, Johnson, Hoppitt, and Brian Elmore. He shall not be named. Yep, shall not be named. That's shall not right there, buddy. Now, since he's pitting, of course, I will say his name, Rick Sanchez, going to lead a few of them back down pit road. Still pretty early in the race, so. But that's going to give the lead up to Matthias Swank as everybody came down pit road. Or most everybody came down pit road. Still a long way to go, though, folks. Scott Wise still with a black flag. I believe he will have to serve that under green. So Matthias will be our new leader here. We have Swank, Butler, Reynolds, Stats, Elmore, top 5. For the restart here to be lap 18 of 70. 5:09. That is Charles Sanchez. Oh, Ron Walters out there. Uh-oh. That ain't good at all. Yep, that ain't good at all, Ron. And here we go. Green's back out once again. Here, the OP TNT 87 series. Leading in series points. We can go ahead real quick, pop that up here. That would be Wetzel. I can also tell you, well, not at the moment I can't, but I can tell you who has gotten wins here if I can find out where my paper's at. I've got it here somewhere. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have it pulled up. I did have the wins pulled up here, but I don't have it pulled up right now. Looks like Scott Wise is coming back down pit road. And Matthias Swank gonna lead a lap here. 3 wide up in the front. Whoa, 66. And all bent out of shape. Bob DeJersey wasting no time. Gabe Butler either going to pounce on the hiccup there by the 66. They're going to get around. Hunter Reynolds going to be right behind Matthias. And now going to go down, to the inside. Matthias is going to be stuck on the outside. The two of James Stats coming up on him. And side by side behind them as they go single file up at the front. But back here with Bobby Wetzel, James Stats. Well, now they're, I want to say they're going to go side by side, and then I want to say they're going to go single file, but that is not happening. They're making a liar out of me each and every way. Bob Jersey is trying to break the draft, but Gabe Butler going to make a move on the 86, 908 of Bob DeJersey's 86 on the car. Supposed to be in the 908. It's in the driver bar, but who's counting? I broadcasted last Thursday. I didn't broadcast last Saturday because I had iRacing problem. Rick won Saturday. Now, that's the race that I missed. All right, let's see here. So we'll go over here to a little bit behind the scenes here. So Jimmy Reynolds, let's see here. Winners so far in the TNT. We got Hunter Reynolds, Peter Spadana, Bobby Wetzel, Zachary Workman, then Talon Smith won 3 in a row. Then Adam Kilday won last week at IRSS. Now we are on round number 9 tonight, so we don't have a winner yet because, well, we haven't completed it. But Adam Kilday did win last week. So I went ahead and did some behind the scenes stuff here, and y'all see me pull up my notepad. I got it wrote down. Gabe Butler right now leading the way. It looks like Gabe and Bob DeJersey's kind of just trading places here. Gabe, though, trying to keep Bob DeJersey behind him as the 9 or 09 of Bobby Wetzel's trying to make something happen up here. And the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. And Bobby Jersey's kind of stuck between, well, I think it's teammates here. Gabe Butler, Hunter Reynolds. Yeah, Gabe Butler and Hunter Reynolds. Bobby Wetzel is teammate, I believe, with Scott Wise, or, you know, working with Scott Wise. Unfortunately, Scott Wise stuck a lap down. He is by himself, too. Now, all he needs is a yellow, and then he'll be right back on the lead lap. Bob Jersey gets a run, but every time he pokes out, he just can't seem to get it down below Gabe Butler, and that Bobby Wetzel go to the outside. Bobby is trying to get around Bobby Jersey, and he can't get around him. Hunter Reynolds, Matthias Swank, Larry Johnson, Adam Kilday, James Stacks coming up through here as well. Lap 25 here, folks. Well, we are getting ever so closer already to the halfway mark. Yeah, broadcast Thursday. Saturday, I had issues. So, yeah. See, I wrote it down. I'll write down tonight's winner, too, to kind of keep it, you know, in my papers. That way I can, glory into the wall. He John Deered it. Not in a good way, either. Gonna lose several positions, and there was a pun in there somewhere. Just for everybody, you know, that doesn't catch the. Oh, we do have a yellow though. Oh, Dwayne Corbett, Nicholas Wing. Oh no! Let's check on the 9. This is the actual 9 of Dwayne Corbett here too. I don't think he was clear. We will get a chase view of this. And they come exit in turn 2. And Raul, maybe a little bit of net code, maybe initiated that. But I do believe there was definitely some contact for sure. Oh, yeah, definitely some contact. Probably no net code on that one. Right there it was. And that upset Dwayne Corbett. And then Dwayne, I mean, these cars are hard to straighten out. And Nicholas Wing, nowhere to go. And, man, that Bobby Allison 21 car of Wing just caught in the wrong spot. Now, both of them, it looks like, oh, no, the number 9 is going to hit the wall. And 21, though, of Nicholas Wing was able to keep it off the wall. However, he's still going to get a little bit of damage there, and the 9's going to get the brunt of that damage for slamming into that wall. Man, all right. Well, let's get back up toward the front here. Another yellow here, folks. I would assume they'll come down pit road. They've been out here at about 10, 11 laps. So, you know who that helped? That guy right there. Scott Wise. Scott Wise is going to be able to get back on the lead lap here, so I would assume everybody will come down. Yeah, everybody's coming down pit road. So Scott Wise will be back on the lead lap. And he's going to get the wave around. I will assume he will come down pit road once he gets it back around. Everybody is down to the safety of pit road, though. So, question is, who's going to win the race off of pit road? Yeah, 21 was able to keep it off the wall. That would have been rough. Looks like Bobby Wetzel. I'm going to beat Rick off of pit road here. Adam Kilday, Harold Rothery, Anthony English, Brian Elmore, Brent Elmore, Bob DeJersey, Gabe Butler, and Matthias Swank. That is your top 10 off of pit road. Let's see if maybe we can. I see Jimmy is in Discord, but he is not on the track, so we won't be able to. Man, there's just not very many people in Discord. Wow. Not many people at all. Lori Butler, Reynolds, Hilday English, Wing, Sanchez, Scott Wise, Bobby Wetzel, and Dwayne Corbett. Oh, hang on, folks. Hang on. We'll get going here in just a second. Alrighty, folks, I am back. That was the guy that was fixing my truck, so he got it done. I had to give him some money for gas, so here we go. Lights are off, and we are getting down and coming back to the green here. Bobby Wetzel going to be all the loud pedal greens back out. Here we go, folks. TNT 87 series, round number 9 here tonight of season 1. Hopefully they have another season of the 87s. I know they're going to probably doing some more recruitment during the off season. However, they've got to get done with this season first. This has been a great season. 3 wide. Oh, 3 wide. 2 rows deep, folks. Oh, buddy. Wow. Bob to Jersey, Adam Kilday, Bobby Wetzel, Rick Sanchez, Anthony English, and I think Harold Rothery was even involved in the mix of all that. Good Lord Almighty, folks. Shane out there. I'll be back next week. Well, let's hope. And it looks like we're going to go 3 wide up front here again. As that 44 and pushing the daylights out of Bobby Wetzel. Adam Kilday. Oh, I think he was trying to stop the run and wasn't able to do that. He was trying to stop the run of Bob to Jersey. Unfortunately, Adam Kilday is going to fall back here. No. Hunter Reynolds dropping back now. He might have caught the outside wall. Now Anthony English, who has led 2 laps here. Bobby Wetzel on the inside. Looks like Bob the Jersey, and I think that is the 85. Yep. Of Kilday up there too. Bob the Jersey is going to go to the inside. They're going to go side by side. Man, what a run Bob the Jersey just got. Now, the further ahead, though, Bob gets, he's going to lose a lot of time because these guys behind him, you know, these guys are going to be in the draft. Bob needs to stay with these guys as much as he can. Because if he gets too far ahead and they get a run, they're just going to blow past him. How much for $360 in tips? Nice. I need to borrow about $361 of that, Eric. See what I did there? All right. Gonna be almost at that halfway mark here in about 2 laps. Jersey, Butler, Reynolds, Sanchez, English, Wetzel, Kilday, Swank. Now Johnson and Rothery were battling back here. Now it's a Lori and Rothery. James Stats even in the mix back here in that Marlboro number 2. Single file up pretty much throughout the track right at the moment. We will see how long this lasts. We've been out here now at about 7 laps. So coming up on, well, at the completion of this lap, we will be officially at the halfway mark. Still got about 26 minutes roughly in the race. So still looking at about, roughly about 9:15, 10:15 roughly or so. I might need to do another one. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Oh, it's like, oh, James Stats blinking out right now. Oh no, that's not good. And maybe he is aware that he is blinking. That's probably why he is maybe falling back a little bit. Bob the Jersey leading the way though. Gabe Butler, Hunter Reynolds, Rick Sanchez, single file, not a whole lot going on the track at the moment. Everybody getting set for a potential green flag pit stop here. If they continue to do what they're doing, they will do a green flag stop. Now the 44 is going to peek out. That is Anthony English. Good save by Anthony. Oh no! Shall not up in the wall. Oh, no yellow, but shall not having a lot of problems out there. He was not able to keep it off the wall, and he has got some heavy right side damage on that car. Man. I was looking at the paint on the car. It's a tackle company for everybody that does not know. But yeah, heavy damage on that car. Fell all the way back to 17th place. Dirty hooked it right. Dirty hooked is right. Yep. He might have got it. I don't know if I could go. Well, we're still green. Let me see here if maybe I can go back. Rewind. Sorry, folks. Rewind, cockpit, no. Chase, yes, we'll go chase here. Yeah, he did. He got hooked by Anthony. He sure did. I don't think Anthony meant to do that. Right there it was. Yep. Hooked him. Yep. That's what it was. Hooked him. Man, all right. Everybody wanted the replay. There you go. Y'all got the replay of it. And it's on tape. And it's on tape. Yep. Yep. It's live. This is not edited by any means. You're watching it as it happens, folks. So it looks like they've been out here now at about 12 laps. So window will open once again here for potential green flag stops. Live and in living color. Yep. So back here to Eric Laurie, our top nine's pretty much together, and then you've got Scott Wise, James Stats, Harold Rothery, Brent Elmore, Brian Elmore, right here together. Dwayne Corbett coming up on him, and then Charles Sanchez by himself, and then Rick by himself, and Nicholas Wing doesn't have any help either. But pit stops is going to change all that. We'll see drivers come down to pit road together. We'll see drivers probably come down by themselves, but let's hope they don't, because you definitely need to drive. Oh no! Bobby Wetzel scraping the wall there. He pancaked it. And not in a good way either. That does allow Bobby Jersey to get around him. Still single file for the most part throughout the racetrack, so we'll go ahead and look at chat here. They love it. Yes, Belva. They love kissing the wall. Yep. Like that retro radio. Yeah, that is an awesome image. That really is. That is actually retro radio by Steve Hoppitt. I don't know if he owns it or runs it or he's a DJ on it. I don't know. All I know is he sponsored it with the Retro Radio 175. That is all I know, and that is the image that was given from me by, Anthony English himself. He sent me that earlier today. So, yeah, I kind of like it too. That's a nifty. It makes it pop. That's for sure. Yeah, they have a wall fetish. That's for sure. Yeah, I will have to agree to that. We are watching Bobby Wetzel and Adam Kilday here, a little bit side by side going on with them two. It looks like the 44 of Anthony English. It looks like now Bobby is going to drop it down to the bottom, seeing the opening. They will be coming down pit road, I would assume, here pretty quickly. Dwayne Corbett is down on pit road here. He is the only one at the moment on pit road. I could see that, Eric. Yeah, that's just the image that I was given, so. And now Dwayne Corbett is coming back out. Not on a pit road. So pit stops are happening. We are 17 laps now into this run. I would expect a lot more of these drivers to come down here pretty quick, if not this time by. And here they come. Gabe Butler is going to lead a group back here. Going to be some 3 wide on pit road. Hunter Reynolds also down pit road. Ooh, Gabe Butler got a black flag. That hurts. Eric Laurie even has a black flag. Oh, no. That is going to hurt. And that's going to hold them for about 45, 50 seconds, roughly. So Gabe Butler, Eric Laurie. And, man. Adam Kildane. Larry Johnson! Oh, no! Larry hard into the pit wall! Matthias had to go around. Oh, no! That is gonna hurt. Let's get a MaxSpeedTV rewind. As we seen Larry coming down pit road, locks it up, tries to save it, and then it just snaps into the wall. Just nothing he could do. Matthias is like, well, I might have to change my drawers after that one. I mean, he's already on pit road, so why not? Man. Yep, Ginger's not present, so, you know. Matthias is coming back out here in the Valvoline. Okay, Adams back out onto the track now. Believe everybody has pitted. So everything cycled through. Anthony English, Bob DeJersey, Bobby Wetzel, Hunter Reynolds. That is our top 4. Adam Kilday, Brian Elmore, Brett Elmore, Dwayne Corbett, Scott Wise, and Matthias Swank rounding out the top 10. Harold Rothery, James Stats. Coming back out onto the track. Larry Johnson as well coming back out onto the track, 12th and 13th respectively. Charles Sanchez, Rick Sanchez, and Gabe Butler, Eric Laurie, and Nicholas Wing rounding out our top 18. But there's the leaders right there. Anthony English, Bob DeJersey. They're going to be coming up on Eric Laurie and Gabe Butler here pretty quick. They're going to have to get it in gear. Hey, Steven. You're missing a good one. We've had a couple of yellows out here tonight. But it's been a really, really good race. Yep, Steve Hoppitt out here sponsoring tonight's race. And we are going to be hitting that 20 to go mark here, folks. This time by. Eric Laurie having hiccups. Eric Laurie went a lap down. Gabe Butler also now is a lap down, as Anthony English Company did get around. Anthony and Bob DeJersey did come around the 88. Dwayne Corbett, no, Bobby Wetzel is right there behind the 88 now. Again? That's crazy. 20 to go here tonight. They will have to pit one more time at some point. And they've only been out here, though, about 5 laps. Some have been out here 7. But other than that, that's about it. Everybody will have to pit one more time. They cannot make it to the end. Now we're just kind of watching the watch it here, folks. Y'all gotta step away just a second, but I'll keep the sound of the cars up, folks. Hang on, I'll be right back. All right, still watching it. Anthony English still leading the way. It looks like Shall Not trying to get his lap back here. Not able to do it at the moment. Ooh, got Eric Laurie up into the wall. He almost John Deered it again. Not in a good way either, folks. Kind of keeping an eye on the front because they got a lot of action going on up here. Like I said, they will have to pit again. So, if they pit now, they would be able to make it. But I think they probably want to go as far as they can. Yeah, that's the thing about, unfortunately, some of the contractors. I ran into that problem too, but I just kept at it. But then again, mine was a little different. Mine didn't involve migraines. And migraines can be debilitating, though, man. My fiance has them, and it can get pretty bad. All right, 14 to go. Rick does have his lap back here, but Bob Jersey is your leader. Larry Johnson is even in the mix here. Now, Larry is 2 laps down. He's right up ahead of Anthony English, who is technically in second. I say technically because he is the 4th car back, but he is second in the race. So you have Sanchez, Bob Jersey, who is your leader, then Larry, then Anthony, who is in second, and then Hunter Reynolds there in third, Bobby fourth, Adam fifth. Just gonna kind of waiting patiently here to see when these guys do come back down pit road. They can't process it because it's a conflict of interest. Because you work there, I believe. Not sure exactly on the rules, but... Nope. Pit road here. Anthony, Adam, Rick, Nicholas, and Charles. All down pit road here. So that is going to put them on the final stop. And it looks like Bobby Wetzel is going to come down pit road. And Bobby just got a black flag. That is going to hurt. Yep, conflict of interest. Yep. I'd see if you could get the one in Fayetteville to do it, but that's just... I don't know if they will. That's where mine was done. Mine was done in Fayetteville at the VA Medical Center up there. That's where all mine was done. They're even worse. That's where mine was done, and it took me a year. But like I said, mine didn't involve headaches, so mine was different. All right, 10 laps to go here, and Bob to Jersey, Hunter Reynolds, Matthias, Brett, and Brian, they're all going to have to come down. James Stats is going to have to come down pit road too. These guys cannot make it to the end. They're going to have to come down at some point. Yeah, but I never had to go to Little Rock, Stephen. I went up to Fayetteville. They never sent me to Little Rock. Ever. That's probably where they sent the paperwork, but... Yeah, my claim went to Little Rock. Yeah. Oh, James Stats, black flag. Brett Elmore, black flag. Oh, that hurts. Man, a lot of black flags on pit road tonight. Dylan, how's the road out there, buddy? Congratulations. Glad you're out on the road, man. Making the big bucks. I need to borrow some big bucks, buddy. Hunter Reynolds down pit road now. And Bob to Jersey just coming back out. Here comes Anthony English, Adam Kilday. These guys will be back out. They have already pitted, so they are good to go. Right now, Anthony English, Adam Kilday. Hunter Reynolds is your leader. However, I believe he is probably going to end up getting passed up here by Anthony and company. Yeah, right? So Hunter is going to be there in 4th. Matthias Swank running in 5th. Everybody has pitted. Anthony English has got a good lead here, per se. Adam Kilday is there setting in P2. That was my doorbell. That was my dog. Captain, that's my dog. She barks at everything. It'll be a running leaf and she'll bark at it. So, yeah, it's my broadcast partner. Yeah. Putting her 2 cents in. You know what she does. Y'all have heard her before in the past. Caldwell out there, how you doing? Who let the dogs out? Well, I let my dog in. She don't like going outside. She's 11 years old. She'll go outside if I'm out there, but if I'm inside, she doesn't want to be outside. So yeah, she's got like 4 teeth left as we hit 4 to go here. She's got like 4 teeth left. She's got cataracts. Yeah, she's getting up there in age. She can still see, but she's getting old. So Anthony English, Adam Kilday. Now the number 5 right behind him. That is Shall Not. That is Rick Sanchez. First driver a lap down. Now he definitely needs a yellow to get back out on the lead lap, but you know who does not want to see a yellow is that guy right there, the 44 and the 85. But they do not want to see a yellow. Right now 3 to go. They just want to they just want it to go. They don't want to. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. Glad you're doing great. I'm having some shoulder problems right now. I think all the scar tissue is starting to get to me now after a year of my heart surgery. It's starting to affect my shoulder, and I didn't think it would, but first I thought it was a pinched nerve in my neck, but it's not. I think it's the scar tissue. So Anthony English, though, is going to take the 2 to go here this time by. Next time by will be the white flag. Hunter Reynolds is setting in 3rd with Bob DeJersey in 4th. Hunter is going to try to keep Bob behind him. Good hard racing out here tonight. Right now, 2 yellows for 4 laps is what we've had right now. 23 out there watching, 7 likes. Hit that like button, folks, if you haven't already. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. Coming to the white flag this time by. One more time around, folks. White flag in the air, 1 to go. And right now, it is Anthony English's race to lose with Adam Kilday setting right there. Will Adam try to make a move on the 44? And they're going to go door to door, side by side, and they're going to race it to the end. I don't know if the 85, though, is going to be able to get a good run here. However, I say that they're going to make a liar out of me. Out of turn number 4 to the line, it is going to be Anthony English grabbing the win out here tonight. And a very close race there at the end with Adam Kilday at a P2. Hunter Reynolds is going to hold off Bob DeJersey there and grab that third place spot. Bob fourth, Matthias in fifth. We're going to get the top three up here for the MaxSpeedTV post-race show. You are watching MaxSpeedTV, the Retro Radio 175. We will be right back. Well, alrighty, folks. Well, I've caught up with the top three. We're going to start here with the Reynolds wrap. Hunter Reynolds there finishing in P3, holding off Bob DeJersey there. But Hunter, man, we talked about it at the start of the race. It was a great race out there tonight, man. Some, green flag pit stops, couple of yellows, 3 wide. Several rows deep out here tonight. I mean, we had a lot happen on the track, but we had a lot also happen on pit road out here tonight too, with the black flag, speeding, some hiccups, man. It just goes to show these cars are not easy to drive, regardless of where you're at, buddy. But awesome job, man. Third out here tonight. Talk about it,
Man, tell you, there was a lot of action on pit road. I wish I would have been on the better side of it, but honestly, we got close. If they didn't decide to wreck in the bag a couple times, I think we would have been green the whole thing. And to be honest, I thought it was going to be a fuel save fest, but the cautions actually helped with that, kind of mix it up, and we were able to push there whenever we took 4 tires and blow through the field, and that was a lot of fun. So yeah, good mixing it up tonight. The cars were a lot racier than I thought they would be initially, so yeah, good things. Hope it was a good show out there, man. If I could have came in and pit a couple laps sooner, I think I would have had him. I was running him down there at the.
Yeah, you had a good guy behind you too. You're just trying to keep Bob behind you, but he was also kind of helping you, kind of get up there. It was kind of give or take out there. Bob's a great driver. You seen it. There was a lot of action around him, and I know you kept him behind. You kept him behind you there here at the end, but. Everybody was just really trying to, I guess, be safe after the, couple of, past races with, some of the big wrecks and stuff. Everybody was really being, I guess you could say, patient a little bit. But then again, everybody was racing hard too. And, we're down to 1 race left now in the regular season. So there was a lot even at stake out here tonight too.
Yeah, for sure. I don't even know what's going on with the point strategy. I kind of just hop in whenever I can, but man, that's the best type of racing right there. Everyone racing hard, but there's still some give and take, and you kind of know when to go for it and maybe when to give the guy some more room. So honestly, yeah, not bad. I was, the clean races are cool, except when I'm 4 seconds back trying to chase him down. But yeah, be like, why y'all clean racing up there? But not good to see. Pretty good finish, I think. So
Yeah.
And yeah, I was talking about Bob earlier, man, just trying to beat him, and then ended up working. We're on kind of the same strategy all night, so
Yeah.
out front. But yeah, kind of funny how that works out. But
Right.
yeah, good night.
Yeah, it was a good night overall, man. One more race left, Talladega next week to finish out the regular season. We gonna see you there?
Probably not. I don't want to, get anybody's hopes up. Not that anyone would get their hopes up, but no, probably not. I have some other races and stuff going on, so.
Okay. Well,
Although I'll miss you guys.
Well, like I said, one more race left in the regular season, Talladega. If you have any thoughts for these guys going into the final race, at Talladega, what would you have to say to them?
Oh, get her done, man. These cars in Talladega, go together better than any other track. So yeah, elbows up, get after it.
All righty, buddy. Awesome job on P3 out here tonight, man. Final thought, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, buddy.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the boys back at Bootnaka. Good job up in the booth. Everybody watching. That's about it, I think.
All right.
If anyone wants to sponsor the 2.6 car, I am available, so hit me up.
He's tired of the Reynolds wrap.
No, the Reynolds wrap is good. It's not official. Don't tell him. But yeah, it's you know.
All righty, buddy. Well, Reynolds wrap. Hunter Reynolds looking for some sponsors, so hit him up, folks. So Hunter, awesome job out here tonight on third, man. Hopefully we'll see you the next couple of weeks, and man, awesome job out here tonight, buddy.
Yep, thank you. You heard it here first tonight. Get your company on the hood for $1 million bajillion. So.
$1 million bajillion? Yep. Is that even a word?
It can be.
It can be. I guess. All righty, Hunter, go celebrate, buddy. We'll see you.
See you, brother.
See you. All right. Well, that's going to bring us to our P2 here tonight. Adam, buddy, awesome job out here tonight. A good race there at the end here with Anthony English, your teammate down there, buddy, it looks like. He beat you by 4/100ths of a second.
Yeah, I mean, God, dude. I tried sending it in the second lane. I saw it was pulling out ahead in the turn, and then momentum loss. The car started washing up, and I gave up all hope at that point. And then on the exit of the turn, I saw the momentum came back. I think I had a Richard there in my wake. So the Mo came back, and I was like, well, shoot, I'm just going to try to get down on his door and side draft. And we were coming to the line, and it was neck and neck.
Yep.
So I wasn't expecting it to be that freaking close.
Yeah, it was definitely close. I got the time right here. 0.004. Now, of course, that is unofficial. That's just what I've got. But yeah, it was neck and neck, real close. For sure. Of course, you coming off a win last week. Looking to go back to back. So, what was it like here? As you talk, I got to answer my phone, so I'll turn the mic over to you.
Okay, yeah. I mean, last week, it was iRacing Superspeedway, so it was more driver friendly, with tire wear and all that. So, coming into new Daytona, definitely more of a narrow track. It's nighttime, so we had more of an easier ride with a cooler track. But I really didn't think coming to this track on the schedule, I would be able to stay up in the lead pack with the guys and to be in somewhat contention at the end for either a podium at either this track or even Daytona 08. But I don't know, but I used the practice up to my advantage, did some practice runs and testing on certain tire cycles, and I want to say it probably paid out in this one.
Yeah, and it definitely did. Well, awesome job out here tonight, man. P2 finish. Going into the final race next week, real quick, Talladega, how do you feel about it?
After this one a bit more, confident, I'd say. Still a challenge, but hopefully we'll get that one down.
Okay.
I think the schedule, the track temps, been a bit warm, so that may play a factor too. We'll probably see track temps up to like 120 or something, but that'll make the car a bit more challenging and interesting, and probably a bit more fun to some at the end of the day. But
yeah.
Now in this one, me and Anthony, we were debating whether to take rights or not at the end.
Yeah, I got you.
Because you take no rights, you come out with a good gap. If you do take rights and other people don't take rights, then you come out behind them. But uh, he elected to take rights. I was like, all right, I'll take him with you. Richard was there with us. Unfortunately, he got caught up in something, but he probably should have came out with a top 5 in this one. But when we took the right sides, we just hauled butt and and eventually stretched our lead out to like a 5.5 second lead over third and fourth. And at that point, it was like maybe 4 laps to go. So I started taking more of an easy, pushing Anthony off into the turns, being more conservative, and waited till the last lap to race it out. And yeah, it almost worked out for
Yeah.
me sending it up in the turn, but not
Yeah.
quite. So
No,
yeah, but it was that.
No, anything can happen. With these races, man, you go into them just hoping for the best. So, and that's what happened.
Oh yeah, I got my first Thursday Night Thunder 87 win last week. I think this is Anthony's first one of this night too, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. Yep.
But yeah, so we finally got that out the way. So yeah.
Awesome job out here tonight, buddy. Like I said, Talladega next week to finalize the regular season. I know you've got a few final thought shout outs, things you probably want to give, so I'll go ahead and turn the mic back over to you, and then I've got to jump and interview Anthony, and then I've got to jet because I've got to go get gas for my truck.
No, dude, like I appreciate your broadcast and all that. So shout out to MaxSpeedTV as always, Joshua Medlock with his commentary. And everyone that showed up tonight, we had 18 cars on the track, and shout out to them, and shout out to everyone in the Discord I ran with. So we had a good time tonight.
Alrighty, Adam, awesome job out here tonight, P2, buddy. We'll see you Saturday.
All right, will do. Take it easy.
You too, bud. All right, well, that is going to bring us to our winner up here tonight. I want to give him a lot of time, but I can't. I'm going to go ahead and interview him, though. Anthony English, buddy, awesome job on the win out here tonight. You held off Adam Kilday. Good race there. You beat him by 4/100ths of a second. Man, talk about the great race and runs y'all had out here tonight. 3 wide. Hiccups on pit road. And, man, a little bit of everything out here tonight. Buddy, talk about an awesome win, man.
Oh man, like you said, it's a little bit of everything. Front to back to killed Bob early, and then ended up putting Richard in the wall middle race, and and just had to fix damage, and then kind of once out of all these races, finally pit strategy kind of worked to me and Adams and the guys' favor for once. Which is still shocking. It worked, but I'll definitely take it. That's I think that's been our biggest hurdle here. The first 8 weeks was just figuring out what to do strategy wise to put yourself in the position to be able to try to do something at the end.
Yeah, definitely. And that, all it takes is one good race. And, that's what it took here tonight. And that, takes one good race and, it puts you up into the winner's circle. And that's what you did here tonight. What was the biggest hurdle maybe you had out here tonight?
Honestly, I would say just coming back from the back. That incident with Bob early gave us both damage. I don't know what was going on in front. They were racy. Obviously, we were racy all night up front, but they were a little racy. And I thought I had a good run and good arc through the tri-oval, and I just didn't have the cutting power of the wheels to go down enough with the run that I had, and gave Bob and me a little damage. And that ended up I had like 53 seconds of damage to fix, and put me at the back. So I think that was the biggest hurdle, just slowly working your way back up there and trying not to, kill yourself, but also not, cannot kill the tires and stuff.
Yeah.
And then me and Adam and the guys decided to play a little bit of a different tire strategy at that middle part to get us some track position to get us up front. And it worked out for the most part. Kept us up there, and we were able to stay with them and everything. And then at that point, we took rights that second stop, and then before we ended up for the last pit, we ended up taking rights on the last pit too, and we were watching the fall off on them, which is kind of funny. Is we were calculating like our current lap compared to the fall off and how many laps you had before the fall off actually hit you,
Yeah.
And what we ended up deciding was to pit early, which we did. Richard ended up having to pit because he was on a little bit different of a pit strategy after the incident with him and stuff. So we ended up deciding to pit with Richard, just so we had, at least, three cars or so come out, hopefully, so we at least had a little bit of a mini pack when we came out, and we all went in and we all took rights. And I think that was the move right there too. Just we took rights, and those 5 or 6 laps that we were out there more than those guys, we were able to just take advantage of those new tires and just make a little bit of a gap on them. And those last couple laps, they were fried.
I bet.
I was rolling, especially when you got Adam pushing. You got Adam pushing me down each backstretch, and stuff. He's pushed me down there so fast at that point where I'm off of it for 3 or 4 seconds as we roll through the first part of the corner. They were just so roasted. So
Yeah.
like me and Adam, it was we put a hurt on them tires the last run.
Well, it all worked out, man. One more race of the regular season. Talladega, you got the win out of the way, but talk about it real quick. Talladega next week, buddy.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. Talladega is always a blast. I think Talladega is kind of like IRSS is, and I think it opens up more of the normal super speedway racing, where getting the right runs, drafting, and end strategy, and hitting your marks if we get green flag pits. It's all going to come down to the kind of the normal there. So I expect it to be pretty darn exciting. Pretty wily too.
Yeah, and I think it will be, buddy. One more race to finalize the regular season, then we'll see who's all in that chase, and see who becomes after the 4 races there, who becomes the season 1 champion of the 87 series. But we got that one more race to figure that out. Awesome job out here tonight on the win, buddy. I know you got a few final thoughts, shout outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate. So I'll turn the mic back over to you. Then I got a jet. I got to go get gas for my truck. My fuel pump just got done put in. So mic's yours, bud.
All right, I'll be as quick as possible here. First, big shout out to you at MaxSpeedTV. Everything you guys have been doing, and being a part of OP for as long as you have. It's much appreciated. Love watching the broadcast back and stuff next day and all that jazz. Everybody in the team channel tonight, me, Adam for being a good teammate, pushing there, and we raced hard for the end, but I still got him a little bit at the end. And shout out to Richard and everything for apologies for kind of messing him up there, and a little bit getting into him a little bit that one run. And then Nick kind of had a bad night, so hopefully those 2 guys can recover to a little bit better week next week. All the admins that do what they do here behind the scenes, and that family and friends watching at home. Big huge shout out to our race sponsors.
Yes.
Our Australian buddy, he's still going through some stuff, so unfortunately he wasn't able to make it, which I'm pretty sure he's pretty bummed about.
Yeah.
We're bummed too. We wish you were here. We're missing you around here. It's awesome when you come around. So hopefully everything gets better for him and he can get back to joining us.
Yeah, definitely. Steve Hoppitt, our good buddy out there, our sponsor for tonight. Yeah, we miss him for sure, but hopefully he was out there tuning in out here tonight. So, but and all the sponsors throughout the whole season, we still got many more to go. So, we'll of course give them their shout outs, when we get to them. But Anthony, go celebrate your victory out here tonight, buddy, and we'll see you Saturday.
All right, thank you, Josh. Have a good one.
You too. All right, well, that was Anthony English out there on the win. We're going to go ahead and jump down here real quick to our unofficial results. Pretty good admin stuff they have to do out here tonight. Anthony English grabbing the win out here tonight. Good win by Anthony English. Adam Kilday there in second. Hunter Reynolds third. Bob DeJersey fourth. Matthias Wayne fifth. Harold Rothery sixth. Dwayne Corbett in seventh. Brian Elmore in eighth. Rick Sanchez ninth. And Gabe Butler 10th. Nicholas Wing in 11th, Eric Glory in 12th, Brent Elmore 13th, Bobby Wetzel 14th, Larry Johnson 15th, James Stat 16th, Charles Sanchez 17th, Scott Wise in 18th, and Bubba Winningham did not start here tonight. But again, our winner here tonight, Anthony English. Again, a big shout out to all the fans out there tuning in each and every night, and even when the nights that we didn't broadcast, hey, they're still out here waiting to see when we're going to broadcast next. So big shout out to every single one of you out there that tuned in here tonight. We do appreciate it. Everybody that was watching that wasn't talking, we appreciate all of y'all as well. All the moderators out there and our sponsor here tonight, Steve Hoppitt, the 131 Retro Radio 175 here. But that's going to do it here tonight for MaxSpeedTV. We will be back in action Saturday right here at 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central, right here on MaxSpeedTV. Until next time, stay safe. Thank you all and have a good night.